get into 10 really helpful resources for bookkeepers that you can find on my website, FinePoints.biz. So I've been doing YouTube for a while, and every so often I will make a resource for you guys. It might be a masterclass or a freebie or something you can download, like a chart or a checklist or something. So over the years, I've collected a lot of these, and honestly, I just found one that I had forgotten about, and I was like, you guys might not even know about all of the free things that you can get on my website. So today I'm going to go through my top 10 that I think will be most helpful for you guys. All right, and we'll start out with this one that is bookkeeping. Where do I start? It's a decision tree chart, so I'll put it up on the screen while I'm talking about it. But this is basically what a lot of my videos are about in visual form. So I kind of think of it as like my whole YouTube channel summed up. So you start out with the question, am I sure I want to be a bookkeeper? And then you say yes or no. So if you're not sure, then here are some resources that you can go to. So what does a bookkeeper do? Is bookkeeping right for me? Like some of those things, watch some of my videos about day in the life of a bookkeeper. So then that will help you decide, like, do I want to be a bookkeeper? And then once you do decide you want to be a bookkeeper, if you do, then what kind of training do you want to do? And then from there, the two options are an all-in-one training that you pay a little bit more for, or a do-it-yourself variety. I did the do-it-myself variety when I was starting out. And then it has like 1, 2, 3, 4 of the different stages. So first set up your business, then how do I learn QuickBooks, how do I get experience, and then how do I get clients? And again, each of those, there's a bunch of links to things that will help you in that stage. All right, the next one is a checklist. If you've watched my videos, you might have heard of this because this is my most popular download. So it's how to start a bookkeeping business. So this is just a really comprehensive checklist. It has like the first stage of your business, set it up, make a business name, business type, register your LLC, like all the things you need to do to start your business and get it like legally set up. And then learn bookkeeping is stage number 2. So pick a software, educate yourself, and then there's like notes for that. Marketing, so it's kind of like the same buckets that I talked about in the decision tree chart, but just in kind of a checklist form. And then of course it tells you if you want to go deeper into each one of these things and have like a 5-minute video on each checkbox, then you can pay for my class that is called Start Your Business in 30 Days. So it's that right there. All right, this next one is kind of a wild card. It's the one I actually forgot about. So it's not as popular, but I think it's really helpful. So it's kind of like a really nice looking online resume that you can send to clients. So it's actually called a portfolio. So here's what it looks like when you go into it. It tells you how to copy it in Canva. And then you can just fill it out with your own stuff. And then you can put it on your website, you can email it to clients. So it has, a little bit about you, and then your services, how it works to work with you as a bookkeeper, reviews, and your pricing. And then kind of step 1, step 2, step 3. So it's just something really simple that clients can see a visual, nice looking representation of you as a bookkeeper. And then it even has, if we decide to work together, here's some info that I will need from you. So it's, again, really helpful for clients. The next one is the bookkeeper classes and certification chart. This is another kind of like OG, really popular download that you might have seen before. But if not, it's a really good resource because it has all the bookkeeper trainings I know about and I've heard about, and how much they cost, how long it'll take you, if there is an exam or not, if they give you a certification. And so here's what it looks like. And then a lot of them have like a free preview of some kind. So actually these first 2 things are my classes, but then if you go to Bookkeeper Launch, there's like a free series you can do. So you can really just compare and contrast all these bookkeeper trainings and classes, because I know it's really overwhelming sometimes to like know what to pick. And then of course the links are my affiliate links. So if you can use the links, that does help me out a lot. I get like a small commission for every time you click on my link and then purchase the class. So we're about halfway through the list now. I'm going to show you how to find all of these things on my website in case you can't find them. Okay, so here's my website, FinePoints.biz. And one of the resources we're going to talk about is this one, is Bookkeeping Right For You, the free webinar. Also at the very bottom of every page, there's that free checklist that I already talked about. So you can just click on that, get the checklist. But if you just want to see all of them together, you actually go to classes. Let me know if you think I should change this to resources or a different word, because it's not only classes. And then if you scroll to right here, it's all the free downloads. So the checklist, the chart, the certifications chart, all this other stuff. Some I'm going to talk, here's that portfolio I mentioned. There's tons of free stuff here. Some of this I'm going to talk about in detail and show you, and then some of them you can just get if you like. But while we're here, let's talk about these classes. So the first 3 are paid classes. Bookkeeper Launch is not taught by me, but I tried to make it clear. So the time and financial investment is high for this one. And then this is my class, Bookkeeper Business Coach. Time and financial investment is low. Time and financial investment is medium for Marketing Coach. Those are all paid, so that's not part of this video. But these ones that are free are, is bookkeeping right for me? And then how I got my first 3 clients. So let's just look really quick at this. So basically it goes over like, what's good about being a bookkeeper? What does a bookkeeper do? What skills do you need? What are my next steps to get started? This is like a 30-second video about the little masterclass. And then I think the masterclass is like 40 minutes or so. All right, and then we can look really quick at the first, this one is all about marketing. So if you need to get bookkeeping clients, this will give you tips and tricks for that. So this is my like real true first 3 clients that I got, what they were and how much they paid me, and how I do marketing if I had to start over. So you just put in your info there and then it'll be emailed to you. Oh, and one note about all of these resources, how my website is set up. If you've already got these resources, like if you've already downloaded the checklist and you lost it or you don't know where it is, the system won't send it to you again because it thinks you already got it. If that is the case, just email me. My email is right here. It's hello@finepoints.biz. Usually that's my assistant, Krista, who is answering that email, and she'll just attach whatever thing you're looking for onto an email for you. And the other way to get all of these things just at once is it is a perk if you're a member of my channel. At the end of this video, I'll put like how to become a member of the channel. Basically, it's next to the subscribe button. You just click join and it's $4.99 a month and you get a bunch of perks for being a member. One of them is you get Google Drive folder to all these like 15 or so free things that I've created. So it's just like a little thank you to make it a little easier for you. All right, this next one is for tax savings. So if you are making income as a bookkeeper and you don't know how much to save for taxes, this is just like a really simple spreadsheet that helps you know how much to save. So you first of all have to look up your state tax bracket, put it there, and then same for federal. This will change depending on your tax situation and what your household income is. You can Google to find that, the percentage of taxes, and then basically you'll just put, oh, this client paid me $500, and then it'll calculate, oh, I need to save this much in taxes for these 2 things. And then, you know, it kind of calculates a few things. So, you know, the more you have, the more you have to save, and then this is your total income. So again, that is not that hard of a spreadsheet to make, but I know a lot of people requested this, so I made it for you guys. Next one is a client calculator, and this goes along with a video that was like, how do you make $100,000 as a bookkeeper? And so it's basically to show you that you're gonna need a mix of small, medium, and large clients in order to make your goal. So here is the annual income with 10 small clients, each paying you $250, 8 medium clients, and 2 large clients, and this is per month. So you can change these numbers around. You're like, actually, I have 3 big clients and only 5 small clients. So how much will that make me? It makes me this much. And then it also does calculations for hourly rates as well. So you can change your hourly, like actually you might make $50 an hour. So how much does that get me then total? So this is called the client calculator. Next one is a list of business expenses as a bookkeeper and then probable income. So if you're kind of like struggling to figure out like, wait, how much would I make as a bookkeeper and like how much, what are the expenses? This is a good example for you. So it starts out with the income, it's like you have 8 clients and they pay different amounts and this is the total per month. So that's kind of simple. All right, and then the expenses are all of the things that I could think about, and you can of course edit this to the amounts that you pay for all these things, and some of these things you might not even pay for, like you might not pay for a virtual assistant. This is like a percentage of my phone bill, so I put that, even though I don't know, I don't even deduct my phone, I don't think, in reality. But you get the point. You can change these to whatever you do, and it really helps you see like what's your profit margin. Also, full-time equivalent is kind of interesting because this is working as a part-time bookkeeper. So you're like, oh, if I was working full-time, it might look like a higher income. Oh, I almost forgot about this one. This is the actual client questionnaire I use for clients. I feel like I actually might want to update this one, but the meat of it is really good. So it starts out with the financial information that you'll need from your client. You'll need them to make you a password. You'll need these accounts. etc. And then questions that you can ask them. So like, how do you organize your receipts? How many employees do you have? What payroll service do you use? All these questions that are very key to ask when you meet with a client. All right, I think I've already hit 10, but just one more that I like that I wanted to highlight. There's one that is scripts about how to approach a new client. So exactly what do I say when I'm talking to someone at my kid's soccer game? Or what do I say if I'm in a more professional setting, like an actual networking group of some kind? So you can see it, the heading has like who it is, and then it kind of like varies depending on like the person and the situation. So like your cousin's accountant. So if you're, you know, trying to send an email to someone or LinkedIn, like it's just ideas and templates that you can use to talk to clients, because I know that can be hard. And I wrote this even before ChatGPT. So you can even plug that into ChatGPT and have it write in your own voice if you prefer. And there's also a link to this. This used to be a printable, but now it's a blog post. So it's technology tips. So basically people ask me like, what kind of computer should I get as a bookkeeper? So I just have like my thoughts, and then I think I have links to, oh yeah, here I have links to, this is the actual computer I use, and a couple other options. This is the actual monitor that I am using right now, literally, that I'm staring at, and then some other options. So there's really no right or wrong answer as a bookkeeper of like the technology, but people would like recommendations sometimes, so that is there too. So I genuinely hope that you found something that you think will help you out today. Go to my website, finepoints.biz, to download or find that resource. And I will talk to you guys again next week with a new video. Thanks, bye. If you want to connect just a little bit more, you can also hit this join button and then sign in, and I'll show you all the benefits you can get from it. So this is just $5 a month, and here are some of the things you get. So you get access, I think this is the most helpful thing, you get access to the whole FinePoints resource library. So every resource or freebie or printable that I've created, you can get, we just send you a Google Drive link for this. So that saves you time. You don't have to find all of them different places. And then we have a bonus one too. It's a bookkeeping calendar, and you also get discounts on any class I have. So I have 2 classes, Bookkeeper Business Coach and Bookkeeper Marketing Coach, that helps you either start your business or get bookkeeping clients. So you can get 10% off that, which would pay for itself if you're using this. You also get priority reply in the comments. So both me and my assistant Krista answer comments. So you would just get all your questions answered and just kind of be able to connect with us a little closer. And I think we're going to change these badges so that they're like more fun. I think I can upload my own pictures. So let me know if you have any ideas about what I should do for that. But totally don't have to, but just want to let you guys know this is available if you're interested.